Hi, this is Michelle Rushing with Stamping Butterfly. Today I thought I'd give you some tips and tricks on how to clean your stamps and how to prep them to do some stamping as well. So let's take a look at some ideas. So I've got a scrap piece of paper here. This is just computer copy paper, and you can use your grid paper as well. And then this is my cardstock that I'll be stamping with. Let's go get a stamp inky. So we're going to use some Highland Heather. And before I start, whenever I get my first photopolymer stamp sets, when I first get them in, they have a little bit of residue from the factory. So what I like to do is take a white eraser, kind of go over them, and it leaves a little bit of white eraser crumbs, I guess you could say. So I use my Stampin' Scrub, and I just kind of rub them off. And then I may even give it a quick spritz with our Stampin' Mist. So I think I need to refill that guy. So now he's all clean and ready to go, and the ink will hold on tight better for that guy. So once he's dry, he looks dry. So we gently tap, tap, tap when we ink up our stamp. Turn it over, we can see we have good coverage, and then we can stamp them down on our paper. Now once you're done with your image and there's still some ink on here, you can first stamp it off on your paper, your scrap paper, and then you can give it a quick clean with your chamois. So this was purple when I first got the chamois. It's kind of dingy looking now. It does pick up the ink on it, and I just kind of rub it a little. Gets off all the ink, and then I can keep stamping away. Looks like there's a little bit of ink in that corner too. So we'll just clean that off. So that's a quick and easy way. So the chamois, we sell them in the catalog. They're $8. And what I do is I just store it in an extra clear plastic case that you can buy. And I'll show you those at the end. So for quick and easy, while I'm stamping, I'll use the chamois with my stamps. And you can do the same thing with the orange rubber stamp. It cleans the same way when you stamp it up and you ink it and move on. Now before I store them back in their box, I like to go ahead and use my Stampin' Scrub. So this one it's a little more gritty, and I have some Stampin' Mist, but like I said, it's getting low. I need to get a refill. So I usually spritz it on there, and let's get this guy inky. We'll stamp them on there. And then I like to get some of the excess ink off on my scratch paper, and then you can give it a good scrub. And I do that when I'm everyday stamping. I'll use that purple chamois, but when I'm done with my stamp, this cleans and conditions it, so I'll give it a good scrub with the Stampin' Scrub, and then I can store my stamps in their cases, and I know they're clean and ready for storage. So those are the two ways that I like to clean my stamps. And let's take a look at the catalog. So I'm going to show you where you can find those items. I think they're in the tool section. One of our many tool sections. We have cutting tools. Oh no, it might be in accessories. Let's take a look. Yes, there we go. Should have probably put a post-it on there. I did. All right, so the Simply Chamois is $8, and this is what he looked like when I first got him. So he was purple. And then the Stampin' Scrub is $18, and that has the bristles. And then you can buy your Stampin' Mist to get started. And then, oh, I guess they don't have well, I guess it just comes in a big bottle now. So you have a big bottle. So I have an old small bottle with a refill. So same difference, it's just a little bit bigger. Now to maintain those items, what I like to do is once a week when I'm doing my towel wash, I'll grab my chamois. So I'll grab this ugly guy. Also, at the end of the day, when I'm done using it, I'll rinse it in the sink, squeeze it out pretty good. Don't need to use soap or anything. I just rinse it out, put it back in my little box, and let it dry out. At the end of the week, when he's pretty grimy, I'll throw him in the towel wash with one of those color grabbers and no fabric softener. And then when the washer's done, I'll pull him out. Don't put him in the dryer, and I just leave him drying on the counter back in my case. And he's good to go. He smells like fresh laundry. So that's kind of how I keep that clean. And then my Stampin' Scrub probably once a month because I don't use it as often. These little guys actually pop out. Let me move the catalog out of the way. Well, actually, I'll just leave it there. So I pop them out. They have these little ridges here. One says raindrops for wet and one has a sun for dry. So you can use one side as your wet side to clean it and you can use the other side to dry it. They dry pretty quick though. I don't always dry them off. Sometimes they're both wet because I get them pretty inky. But what you can do is once you pop them out, you can rinse them in the sink under cool water and just prop them up in your dish rack to dry. And I usually put paper towels in case I don't get all the ink off. That way you can see all the ink draining. The other thing I wanted to show you in here is that the little clear case that I use is the standard case. So you get a multi-pack of those. So you'll get 4 stamp cases of these little skinny guys. And you can store these in here. You can use some of the clear cases to store extra die cut pieces. So they're always good to have on hand, extra goodies. So anyway, that's kind of how I clean all my stamps. And I hope that helps you. I will talk to you later. Have a great night.